The 12th of July 2022 was a milestone occasion for Game Rangers International as we relocated the elephant nursery herd to their new home in Lusaka-Nationalpark. In the early morning, the elephants were eagerly awaiting their milk as the team prepared for this big move to get the 6 elephants across to their new home as swiftly as possible. Milk bottles were prepared, vehicles were loaded, and the transport truck and trailer were positioned in readiness. We anticipated most of the elephants would need to be sedated for the move, which was led by Dr. Innocent Ngombwe, the principal vet for the Department of National Parks and Wildlife. The elephants were split into 2 groups, and the first 3 were walked to the trucks using milk as an incentive. Once they were close, they were swiftly given an anaesthetic which made them dozy and drop to the ground. This is where manpower was essential. Alimba, the oldest of the herd, was the first to be loaded. At 650 kilos, she was carefully lifted inside the truck using a cargo net and a lot of helpers. Having the 3 elephants under sedation meant we had an opportunity to take blood samples, which we will use for health screening and to contribute to research studies. Throughout the process, the welfare of the elephants was monitored carefully, and the teams worked quickly to load the elephants into the trucks one by one. Once safely inside, Dr. Innocent reversed the sedatives and the elephants were quickly back on their feet for travel. Last but not least, they loaded little Wamwai into the rescue trailer. He is quickly secured and the trucks get underway as Alimba, Mbila and Wamwai begin the 1-hour drive to Lusaka National Park. The arrival of the elephants to this park will not only give these orphans a wilder rehabilitation experience in this 5,000 hectare protected lands, but will also serve to inspire and promote a connection between Zambia's people and its wildlife. The trucks are expertly lined up to offload the elephants into their new boma and home. The doors open and Mbila and Alimba are quick to come out, but Wamwai is cautious. Alimba goes straight over to comfort and reassure him and encourages him to walk down the ramp. He gingerly takes some steps until he's safe on solid ground, and the 3 Ellies start to move inquisitively around their new home. Martin encourages them to the water trough so they can hydrate after their journey, but Wamwai is clearly still feeling the effects of the sedation and wants to take a well-earned snooze. The Ellies stay close together and dust themselves as they familiarise themselves to their new surroundings. 3 hours later, and we arrive with Chip, Zongo and Deliso to join them. Deliso, who was the only elephant to freely walk into the trailer, was also the quickest to exit. Reassured by his keepers, he quickly moved into the boma. The herd of 6 were quick to reunite, and we see some reaffirming trunk entwining and reassuring touches of one another. And it's not long before the elephants find their appetites and pull down some of the young saplings that we've left inside for their amusement. Zongo was quick to take to his milk, whilst Alimba and Wamwai seemed to lose their appetite from the commotion of the day and the lingering effects of the sedation. After spending an afternoon bonding and reassuring one another, the elephants take their first steps into Lusaka National Park. At first, they stay close together and spend some time touching one another and the keepers, but their appetite quickly kicks in and they start to spread out as they concentrate on feeding. The trees in Lusaka National Park are small since this is a regenerated forest, which conveniently for small elephants means easy to reach leaves. Once the elephants have fully settled into their new home, we are excited to be able to open the Wildlife Discovery Centre to the public, where the tragic stories of these young orphans can reach a wider audience to highlight the plight of elephants and the conservation challenges being faced.